Hi all, this is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. V for victory or peace or I don't know, what else could it be? Well, if it was Richard Nixon, it would be this, right? So it's not Richard Nixon. Anyway, it's been a long day for Dr. J. Hope you guys had a great day as the market did what the market was supposed to do, take out its 25,980 high, weekly high, and put us officially back into the roaring bull, which I've told you that we've been in anyway. But today I feel like we made it official. So to celebrate, I want to play a little bit of one of my favorite songs. Let's see if I can get this loud enough for you to hear. A very appropriate song. Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. Okay, I figured it's better to hear someone else sing that than me, but Dr. J is feeling very bullish on America. God bless America, the greatest country in the world. And on days like today, when the Dow is in a roaring bull, I feel really good about America's prospects to continue to be a world leader for many, many years to come, economically and every other way. So God bless America. God bless the New York Stock Exchange. I mean, why not? The New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, and the S&P. The indices all went up today sharply. The biggest gainer was the RUT and the NASDAQ composite, up about 0.9%. The Dow and the S&P up about 0.7%. But we're going to take a look at the chart of the Dow. We're going to take a look at the chart of Amazon, a look at the combined charts of Kronos, ACB, Aurora, CGC, Canopy Growth, and tlry, TLRY. So we're going to look at those charts. We're going to also look at tandem, tndm. What I did today is I initiated a small position in tandem finally. I didn't have the patience to wait for 44, which I should have probably, but I'll just add. I added to my Kronos, I added to my Aurora, I added to my, no, I'm not sure if I added to Aurora. I added to tlry and I added to CGC. Sold a little bit more Amazon. So that summarizes what Dr. J did on the day. I really don't have targets in mind on the pot stocks. Right now, I'm looking upon them as a long-term play. In any event, I asked yesterday that you've given me feedback as to how you would allocate $100,000 into the four big pot stocks, Canadian pot stocks, Aurora, CGC, tlry, and Canopy, Kronos, whatever. So I did get feedback from a lot of you, but not as many as I would have hoped. You gave me some excellent ideas. Thank you. One viewer left a comment in yesterday's vlog that she would go 40% CGC. She likes it because of a prospective stock split and other reasons that she gave. Kronos second, I think 25%, and less for the other two. It's ACB and tlry. Another viewer said it would go 50-50 ACB and CGC, I believe.
So everyone has different opinions, different ideas. If you haven't given me your opinion yet and would like to, it's not too late. Simply write a comment on the vlog from last night, the market wrap from Dr. J last evening. I'll leave a link at the end of this video. Just click that link. You can watch it if you haven't watched it, or just leave a comment. Okay, so Dr. J had a very busy day. That's why I'm coming on so late at 10 o'clock p.m. That's late for Dr. J, but I must admit, I came home. I left the house this morning at 9. I came home at 6, which isn't that bad. Fell asleep till 7. I woke up with very bad chills, so I figured, uh-oh, coming down with something. I feel a little better now, so I'm not sure if I'm coming down with something or not. Hopefully not. In any event, I slept. I feel a little better. I ate a drop of dinner, like a baked potato. You know, that's like when you're not sure whether you're sick or you're okay, you can always get by with a baked potato. So I had a baked potato. Um, let's get to the video charts. Enough of my boring day. Um, hope you had a significant profitable day today. Most of us did. Some of us didn't. The biotechs, I think, are not doing quite as well as I'd like just yet, but they will catch on fire. And when they do, it's going to be a ferocious rally, I think. The rut in general, the Russell 2000, which contains the biotechs for the most part, I believe will outperform the Dow. And so far, since I've been telling you that, it has outperformed. Even today, it outperformed the Dow. Not by that much, but it did. Let's start by looking at the Dow out of order today. I have a weekly view, and what a thing of beauty. How many green candles in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green candles stemming from the lows that we set back in the end of the year, 12/24. So stemming from that point forward, we've had one hell of a run. Do I think we'll ever get a red candle? Yes, we will eventually get a red candle. Probably more than one, but not yet. I think we're going to do amazingly well into the next few months at least, probably until after April. The old adage, go away in May and come back in whenever, may not be quite true, but I think we'll be strong through April. Whether you have to go away and come back, I'm not sure. What is it? Go away in May and come back in November or whatever. I know 6 months. So May, June, July, August, September, October. Yep. I think they've done studies. If you did do that, you would on the S&P fund, on a Spiders fund, or any S&P fund. Over a long period of time, you would have outperformed just buying and holding. And by a significant amount. I think you would have missed a few terrible bear markets or big plunges. In any event, the Dow calls for some music, as I played earlier. You can see why I'm excited. We took out 25,980. I kept telling you that's a key level, and I've been telling you that for weeks, if not months. And now that we've taken that out, I think the bears will give up, throw in the towel, and go long, at least if they're smart. So the all-time high of 10.1, I think that'll be taken out soon enough. 26,951. Of course, first we have to take out one more significant high, 26,277. Heck, we could do that on Monday. So I mean, it's quite possible that by Friday of next week, we'll be singing God Bless America, the Star Spangled Banner, and hooray for the red, white, and blue, if it makes new all-time highs, and it very well may. So let's move on to amazon.com. I still have about a little less than half of what I started with from my recent swing trade. Actually, it's not that recent anymore. I came into Amazon and it was mid 1400s. So it was a couple of months ago, I guess. I'm basically getting bored with waiting for my target of 1775. So I figured, let me swing out of this and into some more pot stocks, which I did today, as I said in the introduction. Not that Amazon looks terrible. I keep reiterating, Amazon and Apple will go up. I think just at a slower rate of change. The rate of change, the delta, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be slower. So I ran out of patience here. Technically, if you define a bear market as the 50-day being less than the 100-day, that's still the case. The purple line is under the red line. The 100-day is the red line, and the 50-day is the purple line. I don't love that definition of a bear market, but some people use it. So, you could say Amazon's still in a bear market, and there's probably other reasons why. I don't know if it's within 20% of its all-time high. I don't think so. So we're probably still in a bear market. What was the high? 2050. We closed at 1630. So that's 70 and 420. 420. It's close. We're right on the brink of being less than 20% below. We're slightly, maybe 21% below the all-time high, which I think we're going to eventually get to. I'm sure we will. But it might take longer than some of the moves in the small caps. So I'm even thinking of a small cap fund as well as individual small caps, a basket. Of course, I have a lot of biotechs that I own, and that alone is a basket of small caps. Speaking of biotechs, let's look at tandem. I've been threatening for weeks maybe to get in. I recommended it back, I don't remember, right around here maybe, at beginning of the year sometime, when it poked its head above 40. And since then, it's almost done, well, it went up a lot, came back down to that 40. I could have bought it then. And over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Well, actually, the last 4 days were down. Over a period of 7 days, it went from 40 to 52. That is beast-like behavior, and I dubbed it so. I think the beast is resting. The beast is in his cave, maybe even taking a snooze like Dr. J did today. So the beast needs to recoup a little bit, refresh a little bit, and the beast may take a longer nap all the way down to the 44 area, or even back to the 40 area before resuming its beast-like behavior. But I think eventually, once it breaks its all-time high at about 52 and change, it will continue on to 100. Dr. J's target is an even $100 stock, maybe by the end of 2019. So I see a double here, if not more. I don't know where the limit is, but I see beast-like behavior. I don't know what market cap is really warranted. I mean, I don't know the fundies that well, but when this thing moves, it has beast-like behavior and reminds me of other stocks I've seen at around the 50 mark double in about a year. So I'm just going by, when I say that, a little bit of experience with other stocks that had similar graphs that made it all the way to 100. Doesn't mean this one has to. It may never break the 52, which is a tough double top, or it may take a very long time to break that 52. Only time will tell. Kronos, we'll take a look at that. This is my largest pot holding. Kronos is. I bought beginning at around $9, $10, $11, $12, $13, $20, $21, $22. Buying and I'm buying and I'm buying. I did trade it a little bit to bring my average price down, so that worked out for me. I'm basically going to add even more on dips, I think. What I asked for yesterday was your help. Write a comment that gives me guidance of how I could allocate 100 grand into these 4 pot stocks. This is a relative performance from 1 year. The worst performer was down 15%. That was Aurora. The best was Kronos, up about 134 percent, not points. Then the tlry was 84% gainer. What am I missing? The CGC was about 100%, 99%. So, I mean, we've had phenomenal moves from Kronos, CGC, and tlry, and actually in the whole on ACB. So, to be honest, I'm less tempted to buy ACB than I am the other 3, just on this basis alone. Of course, you might say there's good things ahead for ACB. They haven't yet hooked up with many partners. They haven't had a company buy in yet. They have phenomenal growth that they've shown in their earnings report. They intoxicate 1/5 of the population of Canada. They're selling 20% of the recreational marijuana. So, I mean, it's not quite accurate to say 1 out of 5 Canadians, but 1 out of 5 stoned Canadians got stoned from Kronos. So they're a significant player, not Kronos, from Aurora. So Aurora is a significant player, but I personally like the other 3 more. I respect all opinions. So if you have an opinion that in fact ACB is the best of the 4, please leave a comment and explain your logic there. And just give me guidance. How would you allocate percentage-wise 100K? Or in dollars, it's the same thing. That's why I started with 100K, make it easy. So if you write 30, 30, 20, 20, that works. That adds to 100, right? So whatever you think, and just tell me why in a comment. You could leave the comment either at the end of this video blog or yesterday's video blog. I will put that up. As always, do your own due diligence. My opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. And also, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to this video, this channel, And to do that, you just hover your cursor over the G. There should be a subscribe button below this on the right-hand side. I'm not ashamed to ask for a thumbs up, which means you like me, I like you, we like each other. You know, it's like a mutual symbiotic relationship. Knowing Dr. J could be profitable if you're smart enough to weed out my clunkers from my great ideas. Write the comments, please write comments. And finally, share the link. I'm gonna sign off now. This has been Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York. Shalom, sayonara, hasta mañana, au revoir, ciao.